So for the last 2 years, I've been reading the Bible slowly and taking in human history from the Bible perspective after studying psychology and human communication and relationships for the last, I want to say, decade, right? And I've always wondered about things like, racism and stuff. But when I look at a family and I look at my own family, and then I also look at other families, it seems to be really common that there is like a sibling rivalry. And I would consider that the root of racism is, if we're all God's children and some of us just pick fights with one another, it's because of a sibling rivalry or a sibling jealousy, right? And if you look at the Holy Bible in particular, there's a very unique case of the sibling rivalry in the story of Cain and Abel. And those of you who know the story of Cain and Abel would decide that it's very likely that there is no such thing as racism in the world. What is really happening is there's just a sibling rivalry. We're all just fighting for God's love and God's approval, like we fight with our own siblings for approval from our parents. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it in the grievance of losing our patriarchs in our family. And it's a fact of life that people will come up with all kinds of explanations for something very simple like jealousy and rivalry. And all these complications come from something as simple as jealousy and rivalry, especially in a family, especially among siblings more than any other type of rivalry. It seems that, at least that way, from my experience. And this is also from my studies, so do what you will with that. Be good. If you have a brother or a sister, make sure you give them a hug. Let them know that you love them. Yeah, sure, shit happens in life. Excuse my language, but things happen in life. And, if we can just remind our siblings that, yeah, the past is the past, but I still love you. And I'm here for you. Maybe there's no greater purpose that we can have to our own brothers and sisters in our own families. All right. Y'all be good. Don't hurt nobody. Stay out of trouble. Make sure you eat your veggies.